quick video on bulking, right? So my friend Daz again sent a question the other day asking what's the best diet for a bulk or a clean bulk, as he said. Well, let's talk about the reasons most people bulk is to put muscle on. And the majority of people that I see that are on a bulk, it's just basically an excuse to go and feed the fat faces full of shit all day long. Not everybody, but I see a lot of people doing this. And they say I'm doing a dirty bulk. Or, I mean, I don't know if you've ever heard that term, but it's quite popular. Basically, what happens when you're feeding your face full of shit, first and foremost, the inflammation inside your body is going to be sky high, the inflammation in your gut. Now, when you have inflammation in your body, it's very hard to create an adaptation response to the hard training that you're putting in, or to lose body fat. But we're talking about bulking here, so the more inflammation you have, just know that the worse it is to try and put muscle on. Second, what happens when you're bulking and you're just feeding your fat faces full of shit all day? Guess what happens? You get fucking fat. Like, why do you want to get fat? If you want to put muscle on, a bit of advice, get lean first. The leaner you are, the more prime you are, and the more prime your body's hormonal systems are to put on muscle. The fatter you are, the harder it is to put on muscle. Get lean first and then put muscle on. My personal preference is just stay in shape all year long. Like, don't be more than 8 pounds off your ideal look or body fat level or weight. I don't like using weight because weight's just a fucking number. But yeah, don't be more than 8 pounds off because, 8 pounds is pretty easy to shift. The closer you can stay year long round, the better. Okay, so let's talk about bulking a little bit more. So what would you think a bulking diet would look like? Do you think we should increase protein really high because we're bulking, we want to put more muscle on? Well, actually, no, it's not. You actually would look to reduce your protein intake. Like, a lot of people consume far too much protein. I was one of them, right? I remember years ago, I'd be taking in like 300 grams of protein thinking it was the best thing. All I was doing was fucking farting and stinking all day. My wife hated me. And you just don't, your body doesn't utilize it, so it's a waste of fucking time. Like, so you don't actually need as much protein as you're taking in, especially on a bulk. So just to give you a rough idea, you want to actually increase your carbohydrates during the bulk, maybe fats a little bit, but as a good rule of thumb, your total daily calories should be split something like this. 50% of your total daily calories should be from carbs, 30% from protein, 20% from fat. Now, again, a little bit similar to how I explained it in the video with cutting, is that you don't want to increase too much too quickly because your body's not going to be able to handle it, and you're gonna put fat on, basically. Like, you do it slower. Like, be patient. Do things slow. Do things right. And again, the better that you can eat, the better your results are going to be. Like, everyone knows now, or should know now, but I'm a big advocate of flexible dieting and if it fits your macros. And I always work on the 80-20 rule, that if you're eating good quality foods, 80% of the time your body can handle the other 20%, as long as you fit that in and they stay within your daily targets. Again, if you're tracking your foods. Single ingredient foods all the way. Like, eat good foods, good carb sources, sweet potato, basmati rice, white rice if it's post-training, white potatoes post-training, oats, good quality meats and fishes, lots of vegetables, good quality fats. Like, stay away from the shit food. If you have shit food every now and then, it's not going to do you any harm, as long as it's every now and then and you make it fit within your daily targets. But don't use bulking as an excuse to go out and overindulge like multiple days of the week, because it's going to have an adverse effect. Again, processed foods, shitty foods. It's gonna raise your what's the word now? Raise your inflammation levels in the body. So that's what we don't want. We want inflammation as low as possible. Right? You're gonna get a better adaptation response. Like, you don't want to be working your fucking nuts off in the gym, then eating shitty and not reaping the rewards for all the hard work you're doing. Like, surely you want to get the best out of what you're doing. So it's not rocket science, but maybe don't eat as much protein as you're eating. Sort of work out how much you're eating per day. For example, if you're eating and maintaining your weight on 2,500 calories a day, and you want to put weight on or bulk, just increase your calories by 200, 250 a day to start off with, to see how your body responds to that. Now, 50% of that 2,750 calories should be from carbs, 30% from protein, 20% from fat. So I hope that clears a few things up. Again, you have any questions, comments, abuse, put them in the box below. See you later.